Yeah, we actually did do that last year. I was actually before you guys into a practice where coach took one to talk to Evan, and he just almost went over there first and caught the ball. It's like crazy. Yeah, they're playing softball too. That's the way the kids do it on softball too. Yeah, she did some down over here for something, but then I forgot they were playing them at home today too. Okay, so you were in high school? I guess you were you. Okay. All right. bringing the guys. The whole market is way behind today. You went in 50 points to 45 points.
And let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. I don't have you.
You do now.
Yeah, you do. I do
Aha.
now. You hear me too?
I do.
Hey, that's cool.
All right, welcome everybody to Grizzle High School. Mike Monarski, Kevin Merchant, Mike and the Merch. Here we are for another Grizzle High School baseball game. Grizzle taking on the Wheeler team.
The Wheeler Lions.
The Lions.
Yep. They've been the Lions for ever since they were Lions, apparently.
Since they were baby lions.
Little lion cubs.
It's a great day today. Beautiful day. It's the second day in a row, Kev, that we've had, or second game in a row that we've had really, really good weather, as far as
sunshine
softball.
And warmth. And it's a great day. And so fans know this game was actually scheduled for tomorrow evening at Washington Park in Groton, and was going to be a home game for the Wheeler Lions. And because of the weather forecast, they moved the game to today. So it's not only a day early, but now for Wheeler, they are playing away instead of being a home game. Wheeler has two games this year. Last night, which was supposed to be a 6:15 start under the lights, it would end up under the lights. And then they play St. Bernard later in the year in the middle of May, also at Washington Park in Groton. So they could have a couple of night games, which is a little fun for a baseball team like this.
The one thing that I saw that's different this year, other than everything, as opposed to say 2 years ago, because I keep going back to saying last year, but there was no last year, is the fact that they're playing a lot of double headers, and I think they're just doing that to get as many games in. Merch, I think that might be it.
That's my understanding, and they're trying to do it. For the most part, I know the Griswold team, and I think most kids are playing on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Playing a game on Tuesday, and again, tonight's game was supposed to be tomorrow night, so it was an odd game, but it was also because it was an away game at a neutral field under the lights.
Do you think maybe it could have been just a scheduling error?
I don't think so. I think it was actually scheduled for tomorrow night, and I think they looked at the forecast and they just moved it up. So they don't have to reschedule a lot of games this year.
Yeah. So we're about ready to start the game. The last game we did was a little bit of a blowout. Griswold actually got pegged by the mercy rule, losing to Lyman.
Yeah, there was a 17-4 drubbing, as they say.
Drubbing.
And Lyman played well. We had a little trouble getting a good pitching performance. And hey, it is what it is. First game. We'll see tonight.
Today may be a little bit different because they're a little weak, we know, on the pitching side this year. But then again, it's only been a few games. But right now, their ace Evan Gilgenbach is going to be on the hill today.
Right. And
he had a heck of a first game, did he not?
Unbelievable. They played in Wyndham first game a couple Saturdays ago. Griswold come out with a 6-0 victory, and Evan Gilgenbach had 15 strikeouts and did not allow a hit until one out was gone in the seventh inning. So he came within 2 outs of a no-hitter. And in today's game, we have a Griswold team that's 1-1. They beat Wyndham and lost to Lyman. And the Wheeler Lions are 0-2, losing to Putnam 15-3, and losing just this past Saturday to St. Bernard's 9-3. So they're coming 0-2. Griswold is 1-1.
So we saw Gilgenbach when he was a freshman, and he was really effective as a freshman. And last year, of course, as a sophomore, didn't get to play. But I'm watching him now throwing his warm-up tosses. He's got a very smooth motion to the plate.
Yeah, he's really composed out there. He has some good velocity. He hits spots. He has control. He controls pitches, but he has command. That was the word I was actually trying to think. He has command out there. And just a little thing on Evan Gilgenbach from his coach. Little comment that said the ace righty has 3 pitches with great control, hits left-handed, maybe our best hitter, work to improve his athleticism. I also heard coach say that by the time Evan finishes this season, he could be one of the star performers in the entire ECC as a pitcher. Just very good pitcher.
Oh, we're going to see what happens. So we're just about ready for the first pitch of the ball game, and Wheeler, the Lions coming to the plate. First one is going to be Kyle Kessler, shortstop. Also, one heck of a basketball player. He's a good athlete, this kid.
We got Kyle Kessler, Lucas Jones on deck, who's the second baseman, and Matt Pierce, the center fielder, will bat third.
All right, folks, here we go. It's time for baseball. Gilgenbach looks in. Here is the first pitch of the ball game. It's on the outside corner, strike one. We have to get used to actually, we're doing this like in a TV style now, streaming it. So
yeah, not quite used to that.
Curveball, slow curve. Kessler's knees look like they buckled just a little bit.
Yeah, fooled him a little.
Quickly 0-2 to Kessler. Jones on deck, the second baseman. Here's the pitch. That's high. 1-2.
Wheeler was beat, as I said, on Saturday 9-3 by St. Bernard's, and only was able to muster up 2 base hits. So we'll see how Gilgenbach handles them here.
So we're going to miss strike 3. 1 down. Lucas Jones coming on up. Number 12 plays second base.
So after defense, we have Gilgenbach on the mound, Evan Merchant behind the plate. On first base, we have Nolan Webster. On second base, Sean Garvin. On shortstop, Chris Tanucci. On third, Colin Mitchell. Out in left field, Gavin D'Amico. In center field, we have Ryan Ganley. And in right field, we have Corey Smith.
It's got a good break on that curveball, even though that was a little high. Still good break on that ball. Figured it out, because you said that your grandson has stolen the merch name. So I've been giving that a little thought. Outside 2-0.
And?
Well, I figured that we could call him Eva Merch. You could be Maxa Merch.
And he's what?
Minna Merch.
He's Mini Merch?
Minna Merch and Maxa Merch.
Well,
no?
Minna is a lot taller than Maxa.
Bueller?
I don't know about that, Michael. I'm gonna have to think this over.
Outside corners, strike 1, 2-1 to count. To Lucas Jones.
I should just give him the merch name,
It's got to be grandfathered.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, pop up in the infield. Tanucci was underneath it, but he gave way to the center fielder, Ganley. 2 quick outs.
I'll tell you what, Michael, there's a lot of breeze out here today. That wind's kicking, and it's kicking out from home plate, kind of to right field, right center. But it's going out. So anything as a pop-up is gonna just keep drifting.
2 down to Matt Pierce, center fielder. Batting third in the order.
Braden Anderson, the pitcher, is on deck.
There's a bouncer down to third. That's going to go foul. See that? Mitchell right off the butt of the glove and boom, right into the hand.
We have, looking through the scorebook here, Mike, but they have 6 freshmen starting for Wheeler today. So we talked about this the last time these kids played. They were, in 7th grade, right?
Yeah. Nice slow curve on the outside corner. Quickly 2 strikes. Gilgenbach looking to get into a rhythm very early.
As I said, he's got great control, but he's got great command as well. And when you have command out in the mound and you know where you put your pitches where you want.
So pop up into right field, right in the foul line, but that was caught in foul territory by Corey Smith. That's going to do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Lions. Wolverines coming to bat for the first time in the bottom of the first. It is a little breeze today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be worse.
Well, it's supposed to be
worse tomorrow.
Awful tomorrow. It's supposed to get back down to 50 again tomorrow. Last I knew.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the weather broadcast, or you see a stat. It's like 68, 70, 72, 43.
I think
it's a weird
weather forecasts are pretty funny anyway. When they try to do a 7-day forecast, it'll change 5 times between that first forecast and when it hits 7 days.
Well, I still think the best way is tonight it'll be dark with scattered sunlight in the morning. You know, if you state the obvious, you'll never be wrong. So what's going on at the Jewett City Savings Bank?
Well, you know, it's we're always hopping over there. We got a lot of loans being processed right now. I know that. We're
the 3 Ps.
Yeah, with the
Can I get 3 more of those
PPP loans? Those have been really, really helpful to a lot of the business community. They've been great.
Can you tell us a little bit about the shredding event?
Sure. Saturday morning, community shred event, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock in our parking lot right down here, 111 Main Street in Jewett City. All free. Bring anything down that you want. It's not just Jewett City Savings Bank customers. It's the whole community. And we're also going to have a donation area for the St. Mary's Food Pantry. So you can either come down to shred things, you can come down to donate, or you can come down to shred things and donate.
Will there be snacks?
You maybe can pick out one of the piles that people leave. You know, we'll give you a can to open it. You can open a can of
cranberry sauce.
Oh, I was thinking beans and Franks, or
cream corn.
Do they even have beans and Franks anymore?
Yes,
Boy,
they do.
I just dated myself, I think.
I saw them at Walmart actually. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first. Sean Garvin, second baseman, to lead it off against Braden Anderson, who's on the hill. Foul back on the first pitch. Strike 1. We got Van on the cam. We've got KJ doing the scoreboard his way.
Sean's actually looking for his first hit still this year. He's 0 for 4 after 2 games.
That's coming right back too. Ooh. Oh, good thing I moved my car. Would have been another windshield.
Sean's a freshman. Got a few freshmen on this Griswold team too. There are 3 freshmen starting. 1, 2, 3. That's correct.
There's a bouncer looking to get up the hill. That's going to be a base hit. It's his first hit of the season for Garvin. So one of the table setters on right away. Brings up Tanucci, the shortstop.
Chris Tanucci's batting 200 so far this year. He's 1 for 5, again after 2 games.
Why is it the visiting pitchers always like the pickoff attempt here at Griswold?
I don't know why, Mike, but between already this game and then against Lyman, the Lyman pitcher kept our runners really close over there. He almost threw as much first as he did to home plate.
And overall, I thought he did a great job.
He did. Ben Darrow, right?
Yeah.
I remember it sounded like one name instead of, there we go. Got a toss over to first base.
Well, Garvin's got a pretty sizable lead over there as well. So that kind of tells the pitcher that something might be happening here. That ball is a breaking ball that didn't break.
Yeah,
so
Tanucci had to duck a little bit before he got it in the helmet. In
Duck,
the ear
goose.
hole, as they say.
1 ball, 1 strike. Garvin on first. There's a rope down the left field line, but foul. 1 and 2. You know, I was talking to KJ doing the scoreboard his way. It's a lot of pressure doing this thing right. It's not easy to run that stupid little scoreboard, I'm telling you.
Oh, we failed miserably.
We did. That was 2 years ago.
Miserably. It was embarrassing.
There goes Garvin, and ball miscued off the catcher's glove, Bransford.
I have a feeling that Sean kind of had that base stolen.
Yeah.
And Bransford,
huge lead.
If he caught it, it wouldn't have mattered.
2-2 pitch. That's going to be a base hit. But, of course, Garvin had to hold up because he didn't know if it was going to be caught in center field. So the table setters are on first and third here in the first inning, bringing up Evan Gilgenbach.
Yeah, Garvin started to third and saw that the center fielder was charging and thought maybe he had a chance. So we kind of went back to second and ended up at third. But we have not had a good start like this the last couple of games even. First and third with no outs and the third batter up.
First pitch to Gilgenbach, strike 1. And they may have actually had a play on Tanucci.
Yeah.
Second and third. Nobody out. 1-0 to Gilgenbach.
Got Evan Merchant, the catcher, on deck, batting fourth today.
High and outside, just high.
Evan Gilgenbach's batting 167, 1 for 6 after his first 2 games. 1-0 on the mound when he's pitching.
They kind of look like the same pitch. This time he called it a strike. Actually, this one looked a little further outside to me.
I think this umpire, compared to the last game against Lyman, I think he's being a little bit more liberal. He's giving the pitcher a little bit more that black part of the plate.
There's a rope base hit into right field. That's going to get 1 run home. The second one is going to score as well as Tanucci comes in. No throw, but then they got Gilgenbach held up, but he gets back to first safe. 2-run single for Evan Gilgenbach. So 3 singles in a row for the Wolverines.
Yeah, all pretty hard hit too.
Brings up Evan Merchant. Second part of the battery.
Evan's actually batting .750 right now. He's leading the team. He's 3 for 4 after 2 games with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs after his first 2.
There's a shot.
A long shot
into center field, and the back. It's over his head.
It's over his head.
Gilgenbach rounding second.
That's an easy triple.
He's coming. No, he's going to.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're going to get caught up. But it doesn't matter because it looks like Gilgenbach's going to make it home safe. And Merchant stays at second. Almost a little bit of a mishap there, Merch.
Yeah, almost. Looks like Evan thought that coach had Gilgenbach's scoring, but another
3 singles and a double.
Another double. That's Evan's 3rd double in 3 games.
And I can't say that the center fielder was playing him really shallow either.
No, he hit that ball a ton. And again, the wind's blowing. So, no, at first it looked like he might have a beat on it, and then it flew over his head. So, Evan has been hitting the ball a ton so far.
Here's Colin Mitchell, the 3rd baseman. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Collins batting 400 on the year, 2 for 5 after the first 2 games.
Swing and a miss, a little off-speed pitch on the outside corner. Wolverines out to a quick 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Ooh, right off the.
Well, again,
there's that liberal pitch.
Yeah, I think this ump is not calling them so close. You got to be up there ready to swing. That's all there is to it.
Here comes Ryan Ganley up with a man in scoring position.
And keep in mind that the pitcher, Braden Anderson, is a freshman as well.
There goes Merchant.
Oh.
And he's going to be in there safe, and he's going to be wound. He's going to be waved in as the ball goes over the third baseman's head. 4-0 Wolverines.
I don't think Evan was stopping no matter what happened on that.
No, I think
he was just running all the way through. So
he was committed.
We'll give him a stolen base.
Some people say I should be committed.
That does not surprise me.
Start a radio station in Jewett City. What are you, nuts? So what else is going on? I mean, I know you have the shred event coming up.
We have a shred event
this Saturday.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think in Griswold this Saturday for the kids as well.
Earth Day.
I think Ryan has a bunch of things going on. We got some form of a promotional poster that I saw online today.
Something going on downtown.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little things going on downtown.
It's Earth Day as well, so there's going to be a lot of pickup and cleanup, throughout the. That's a called strike to Ganley. 0-1. One strike. Dribble it down the third base line. My 14-year-old said to me last week, she goes, I like chewing gum inside my mask because then the next morning it's minty fresh.
Oh, my God. That's funny. She's absolutely right, probably, right?
Yeah. 1-2 outside in the. See, now that curve broke really well. Just too far outside.
Yeah, too far.
4 quick runs for the Wolverines, only 1 out. That ball went 59 feet 6 inches. Bounced right in front of the catcher. I noticed is a lot of the teams, not just Griswold, but a lot of the teams they're very young.
Yeah.
Ganley pops it up.
Play for the catcher here. Could be a play.
Not going to get it. Did you hear what the coach said? Somebody's got to help him, and he's absolutely right. Two and 2, 1 out. Ganley gets another shot. Pop falling out of play onto Sorrell's roof. Boom, pizza.
Ryan Ganley's actually batting 500, 2 for 4 before today's game.
Wind. Oh, boy, that was hard to even watch.
Yeah.
Because that was just a slow, deliberate.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
Fastball, too. It wasn't. I think he was up there expecting a breaking ball, and I think it fooled him because it was a fastball.
So that's 2 Ks in a row
And
for-
definitely hit the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Yeah.
So here's Gavin D'Amico, the left fielder, up for the first time. Looks at ball one. Merch, you got a great place to go if you need tires for your car.
Really?
I do.
I bet you it's in Griswold.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Advanced Automotive, Route 138. There's a little nubber, and that's going
Any
to
trouble?
just die. But they get D'Amico by a half a step, and he was like, oh, I thought I had him. You see it just kind of like cued off the bat, and it just stopped right in the
English on
grass.
it. Had English.
Yes,
Michael.
it did.
And Gavin's been hitting the ball pretty well. He was 2 for 5 coming into today.
So anyway, if you need tires, check out Advanced Automotive, Route 138 in Griswold. You got to visit the one and only tire queen. That's Jess. Matter of fact, why don't you just text her now? Text her now and tell her that, I heard you were the queen. You were the queen of all tires and all things. I can't say that. All things, tires, wheels, everything. Advanced Automotive, Route 138. Her dad, Bill, works with her. He just kind of lets her do whatever she wants because she's making the deals. So check out your tires at Advanced Automotive. That's Advanced Automotive. Where is it? Oh, Advanced Automotive, Route 138 in Griswold. Mike and the Merch here live at Griswold High School. Going to go to the top of the second inning. Griswold leading 4-0. We are here broadcasting from the Griswold Pride broadcast booth.
Great start offensively and defensively for the Wolverines today. Evan Gilgenbach puts down the Lions 1 through 3 in the top of the first, and 4 straight hits and 4 runs bottom of the first. So a nice start for the Griswold team.
The Lions have Anderson, Burgle, and Bransford. 4, 5, 6 hitters.
Again, Braden Anderson's the Wheeler pitcher today, and only a freshman. So, like I say, they have 6 freshmen in the starting lineup.
It's funny because we remarked about it last game. They're freshmen now. That means the last time they played like school ball or anything like that, they were in 7th grade. They were in Little League. It's true.
It is. Ooh.
Nice solid shot off Gilgenbach.
That was a rope.
That
was a good shot.
First hit off Gilgenbach. Brings up Sean Burgle. Is it Burgal or is it Burgle?
I didn't ask on pronunciation, but I'm going to say Burgle.
Okay.
Burgal. Or maybe Burgal.
Give it a little class there.
Yeah.
Burgal.
Burgal.
Either way, he's the first baseman.
They have 5 freshmen coming up in a row here.
Anderson's got a pretty healthy lead out there. It's ball 1. Ooh, look who's here, Kevin.
Coffee.
There's a pop-up in the infield. Nobody's going to get it, but they're going to go right to second base for the force out. You know what I was surprised there, Kevin? Would they not have called the infield flyer?
No. Have to have runners at least first and second with less than 2 outs.
Oh.
Wow.
So 1 down. Still a runner on first on a fielder's choice. Thank you to the very kind Mrs. Merch for bringing us iced coffee. Gilgenbach pitching from the stretch. The ball's outside. We got Van on the cam. Van on the Van Cam today, pointing the pictures your way, and KJ doing the scoreboard his way. Because Sid the Kid is not here today.
Sid's in Maine.
Sid's in
I
Maine.
was told by KJ.
The ball is low, 2-1. He's going to walk behind the mound a little bit. I think he feels that he's a little out of rhythm there. I don't think that the ball that dropped in right field set well with him.
Yeah, again, it's windy out there, but that's a pretty routine pop up to second base.
Yeah.
But again, it's breezy, and that it was not a routine pop. It was high, so wind got a hold of it and just kept moving it around.
The ball was fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 4-0. Wolverines. We're in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. And that is the second K for Evan Gilgenbach. 2 down. Brings up John Anderson, the left fielder. Also batting left from the left-hand side.
And again, another freshman.
If you really want to go back, John Anderson was the lead singer of Yes.
There was also a John Anderson who was a country singer, but you wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, you would.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, he was a twangy country
He
singer.
was swinging.
Yeah, that's right. I think he was a Florida guy. He was a Florida. Yeah, that's right. Swinging. Yeah. That's pretty good. You surprised me, Michael. I know how much you love country, so I figured you didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not a fan.
Wow, nice spot. Good spot. Merchant just moved to the edge of the plate, and Gilgenbach hit the mitt.
Doesn't necessarily mean it was over the plate. It just hit the mitt.
Well, the mitt was placed where he wanted it. He did it. He's out there. He's out there again. Evans right on the outside corner of the plate.
Anderson slaps it to short. Look to force. No, going to throw it to first. And they got him. Scored 6-3. As Webster dug it out.
That was a nice play. They think they might have had him at second base if they'd have given it a shot. But Tanucci did well to pick it up and throw it to Webster. Webster picked it out. And,
sorry.
No, and 3 outs.
So the Lions get a base hit, which gets erased on a fielder's choice. They leave 1. They still haven't scored. On to the bottom of the second, 4-0. Wolverines. You got Webster, Smith, and then Sean Garvin, the top of the order once again. So getting back to Grizzle Pride, and this is something that I know we're playing baseball and it's a happy sport, but there's something that's very, very disturbing that has been brought up through Grizzle Pride, and they want to get the word out, Kevin. And one of the things, and I don't think I've you hear about drug use and the tragedies of it all, but now what has found its way into our community is fentanyl-laced marijuana, which is proving to be deadly already. Parents, whatever you do, don't provide your kids with drugs or alcohol. Go to grizzlepride.org for more information.
Nolan West is leading off here, number 8 batter for the Wolverines. He first baseman. Nolan's yet to have a hit. He's 0 for 2 after the first 2 games.
Strike one. That was placed nicely.
Yeah. And again, I like the way this ump is calling the game, because he's giving a little benefit to the pitcher, which I like, especially when you have a lot of young kids out here on the mound, and I'm sure this is maybe his even first game as a freshman on the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Webster. 2-2. That was outside. Webster started that game on the hill against Lyman Memorial. He had a rough game.
Yeah, that was. It wasn't just Nolan. Sean Garvin came in. He pitched well for a little while, but we talked about having that really strong second pitcher behind Gilgenbach, and they're going to have to develop somebody over the course of the season that's going to be the kid that takes the ball on the mound after Evan, pitches his game.
There's a
shot, Michael.
That is way over the left fielder's head, and that's going to roll to the fence. Webster's going to pull up at second with a long double.
That was a first hit of the season. A great first hit of the season. You know what I meant, Mike?
Yes, I did.
Because that was a bomb. Kind of golfed it up. Really got a hold of him. He's a big kid.
Brings up Corey Smith. There's a pickoff attempt, and they are going to get him. Yeah, I caught him sleeping out there. So Webster is erased. So instead of nobody out and a runner in scoring position, you have 1 down and nobody on base. Good heads-up play by the Lions.
Yeah, I'm sure Anderson feels a little better about that right now. Instead of having a runner at second and no outs, he's got an out with nobody on base.
Well, he did, after giving up 4 singles on a row, he did. There's a bunt foul. He did retire 3 people in a row to get out of the inning.
And a couple of straight strikeouts as well.
Mm-hmm. So there was a double and came back right on and picked him off. So really, if you want to get really crazy with it, he sat down 4 in a row, even though there's a double in between. So maybe he's settling down just a little bit.
Yeah. Corey Smith is a lefty, batting .333 coming into today's game. 1 for 3.
Swing and a miss. Sit him down. It's okay. That's
so Anderson must have a little bit of something on the ball. I mean, it's moving around a little bit.
He has 3 Ks.
Yeah, 2 of them. First 2 were looking, but
here's Tanucci, base hit and scored one of the Wolverine runs in the first inning. There's a shot into right field. It's going to be an easy play for the right fielder, Jacob Nadeau. That's going to do it.
This is actually Sean Garvin, Mike.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just wanted to make sure everybody got their due. Sorry.
No. I'm glad you said that. So Tanucci's gonna. I missed the line.
He's gonna lead off.
God, this is what happens when you miss a whole year of baseball. No, never mind. I never was good at this anyway. Bottom of the third. Top of the third. See, I have no idea what I'm doing.
It is the top of the third here in sunny Griswold Stadium, Griswold Wolverine Park.
Lions take the ball on downs.
That's right. That's right. 1st and 10. to start the third quarter.
They got out of the last inning, with a personal foul clipping. Oh, goodness sakes alive. So if you need a new car, a new used car, or a new-to-you car, Dish Auto Sales is the place to go, Route 32 in Franklin. 860-383-4750. Check out their fine selection of used vehicles, and they've all been checked thoroughly by their service manager and team, Sean LaFave and team. But if you just need an oil change, go to Dish. You need your tires rotated, go to Dish. You need a new engine. Well, you can just buy another car at Dish, or you can get your engine replaced. They can do it all at Dish Auto Sales of Franklin, 860-383-4750. Don't just wish. Sing along. Make it Dish. All right, here we go. Top of the third. Wyatt Elliott, the designated hitter,
who is batting for Jacob Neto, who is the right fielder. Mike just kicked the bucket.
Literally. We have a new visitor in the broadcast booth all of a sudden. What's your name?
Sam.
No. We got to change your name. Ball's inside. 2-0. We're getting a changing of the guard at the.
It's not as easy as it looks if you have not done it before.
Sam, you don't see us running at that thing, do you? No. You know what the thing is? These kids today, they know this stuff like it's the back of their hand. Huh?
It's 3-0. It's 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, I'm not paying attention either. And he walks him. His first walk given up at Gilgenbach.
Merchant tried to do a nice job and frame that thing, but the umhead would have nothing of it. Wouldn't buy it.
Brings up Dean Kennedy, the third baseman.
One of two seniors in the starting lineup.
The ball's a strike. Thanks for watching us on SNSN, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube today. We appreciate you being with us. I care, and so does Merch.
So I heard Twitch for the first time today, and I thought it was the guy who's on the Ellen DeGeneres show with her. the dancer, right? He was a dancer in
really?
The old dancing shows. Yeah, no. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched Ellen in years.
No, this is the Game of Games or Game of Games show that she has. But Twitch was on one of the early dancing competition shows.
Going to try to sacrifice, but the ball went straight up, but bounced out of bounds just before the third baseman Mitchell could get it.
You still got football in the brain, out of bounds, huh?
Did I say out of bounds?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, you better pitch the next ball before the shot clock goes off.
Yeah. I have a feeling that third base coach wanted to talk to Kennedy after the first pitch because I think he was supposed to sacrifice after that pitch, and he apparently missed a signal. So we got 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking. Really wasn't much about that one. We got a new scoreboard guy, Bam Bam, the scoreboard man. He gets a new name. You get a new name. All the kids that come in and do the scoreboard, they get new names.
Back to the top of the order, Mike. Kyle Kessler, shortstop, who struck out first time up.
I know I said it earlier. He is a very good athlete. He's a very good basketball player for
He's not a very big
Lions.
kid. He's not a very big from a stature standpoint. He's a pretty small kid.
So 2 down. The curveball a little bit outside. Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside.
Batting first, You'd think that he's probably a little bit quick around the bases, as he probably was on the basketball court too.
Nice curve.
It started inside and it hit the outside corner. There was more of a slider maybe.
Well, it slid. 2 down. Runner on first for Wheeler. Ball's outside. 1-1. Yeah, Bam Bam scoreboard man. He picked it up real quick. Jeez, we couldn't figure it out in an hour. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up into the infield. Who's going to call for it? Merchant's going to call for it. No one's going to get it, though. But they are going to get the force at second. So that play has kind of worked out well for them.
Wow.
So go ahead and call it 2-6. Because if not, I'm going to get Mitchell to do it. There's 2 outs.
Yep.
I think the parent should do it. That's what I think. He got a 3-minute tutorial.
He's fine.
He's doing good. Safe.
Nice throw though. Nice throw.
Hey, you're part of the team, Dan.
I didn't know
You're part of the team.
that was you, Sam. I didn't know that was Sam Gilgenbach. You're getting too big. Remember when you were this big? That play where the pop-up and Evan did not catch the ball but threw him out second. You really never, when the ball is on the field like that should be an infielder's play.
Yeah.
Should have been third baseman probably, but not the catcher because he's going out. It's a tough one.
There he goes.
Well, now this one's the catcher's.
Behind home plate, and Merchant makes it as he dives and makes the play. So Evan gets out of a mini jam, I guess you could say.
One of the hardest things on the baseball field is catching a high pop-up behind home plate for a catcher.
I know. I could never do it.
So much spin on the ball,
but I've tried that before, and I would get so disorientated.
Yeah, because you get that blue sky, and you just can't follow the ball.
Yeah,
you have to practice that a lot.
That is a tough one. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wolverines got all their runs in the first on 4 straight hits, including a explosive double off of the belt of the bat of Merchant.
That actually was in line to be a triple, I think, and
he was 3/4 of the way there.
3/4 way at third base, and I think that he thought Coach Jameson had given Evan Gilgenbach the
go ahead
to score, but it all worked out.
This game seems to be cruising on a little bit. The Lyman game I think we were out here for 6 hours.
Well, it was a long game when you have 21 runs scored. It took a while.
Anderson back on the mound for the Lions. Seemed to settle down towards the latter parts of the first. And then last inning.
2-3-4 batters for Griswold coming up. Tanucci, Gilgenbach, and Merchant. Chris Tanucci had his first hit of the year. First time up. Nice line drive base hit up the middle. Looking to go 2 for 2. scored the second run for Griswold this afternoon.
Pop foul on play. 1-1. They were expecting some sort of rain today, but it looks like it's holding off, thank goodness. There are some clouds that are looking somewhat ominous over the right field, down the right field line.
Over Sorrells again, right?
Yeah. Two and one. Here's the pitch from Anderson. Bouncer foul down the third baseline. Too hot for the coach to handle. Two balls, two strikes. And that's going to be right at the shortstop, but over his head. Nice little decoy. I thought he had it. I thought he had it. Was going to get a glove, but no.
Looked like it handcuffed him a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was knuckling on him or it was just one of those things that looked like it was going to come to you and then just floats over your head. But Kristanucci's 2 for 2.
Here's Gilgenbach. Had a base hit, first time up. Run scored.
And then scored a run.
Quick toss over to keep Tanucci honest.
And Evan Merchant on deck.
Strike one outside corner. It's been a very liberal outside corner.
But I actually like that. At this level, I just like that. I think sometimes these guys call them too close for the batters, and that's why you have those games like we did the other day where it went into the wee hours almost. You got to be ready to get the bat in your hand. You got to be ready to come up and hit. And if he's calling the same way for both sides, then you're well aware of what's going on.
That's going to be a little bit of trouble, but they're not even going to get Gilgenbach because he's going to be safe. Tanucci's going to try to go to third. No throw. He's going to make it safely. So here come the Wolverines again. First and third for Merchant, who knocked in a pair with a long double his first time up.
Evan's 4 for 5 on the season so far with 3 doubles and I think 4 RBIs. So he's been early on here. He's been tagging the ball pretty well.
That ball is off the third base side and reeled in by the third baseman, Kennedy. First pitch swinging, 1 down.
Mike, what'd you think on that play with Gilgenbach? You think that was an error on first baseman because he missed the ball, or you think he beat it out?
I think he beat it out. I gave him a base hit, actually, on my scoreboard. I thought he beat it out anyway.
Bet you Evan Merchant liked that pitch back.
So you got Tanucci on third, Gilgenbach on first. Tanucci on third. There's a high fly ball into left field. Looks like Tanucci's going to tag, and he is. And he's going to come home and beat the throw. So Tanucci scores his second run of the ball game.
Gilgenbach stays on first.
It's 2 down. Got him. That's a second pickoff of the game. Ganley didn't even get into the batter's box. So the Wolverines didn't get anything, and Anderson has he's actually they did get one run. I'm sorry, 4-0. But Anderson has really kind of helped his own fate with a couple of pickoffs. I can't figure it out. Yeah, you and me either. 5-0. Wolverines up on the Wheeler Lions. There's no shame in not being able to run that scoreboard. Yeah. The obvious choice on that scoreboard doesn't work.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But you get one of these kids up here, or at least boom, 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 boom.
So the coach's two kids that come up here to do it usually. They're real good at it.
Yeah, what happened to KJ? Why do you quit on us?
He had somewhere to go. He had to go to practice or something. He seems to be a pretty active kid. We got a track meet going on too, the other side of the campus. Oh, yeah? That's where the strain triplets are today.
If there's a place to run, that's where the strain triplets are.
All right, Gilgenbach's coming back to the hill here in the top of the fourth. He's going to see Pierce, Anderson, and Bergal.
No, fourth inning, but it's 5-0.
Scoreboard by committee, which that is the most difficult scoreboard I've ever seen.
And there's no outs. And just get the outs back to 0. Outs.
Gilgenbach with a curveball outside, backhanded by Merchant. I thought that was a ball.
1-0.
It's 1-0.
1-0.
Okay. Trust me, there's no shame with that.
Matt Pierce flew out to right field first time up, and he hits the right field again. Corey Smith settling under it.
1 down. Brings up the pitcher, Braden Anderson,
who has the only hit of the day for Wheeler so far. Nice base hit to the left of Garvin at short.
Now he's also a freshman, right?
Yeah, Braden Anderson, the pitcher, is also a freshman. He had, like I say, he hit a rope first time up. The only hit that for Wheeler so far.
Curveball looked like Gilgenbach was a little upset at himself on that pitch right there. His arms kind of went out to the side like, ugh. It was a little...
He might have thought he had that strike
corner.
Because the Anderson actually ducked and the ball was pretty close to being over the inside corner. So Gilgenbach might have been showing a little frustration there and not... Ooh,
there you go.
You see that one, Michael?
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, that was a nice pitch. Two balls, 1 strike.
I think it's 1 and 2, Mike.
Is it 1 and 2?
I thought so.
I'm going home.
I could be wrong. No, you were right.
Nope, see, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah,
look at you,
I know. The sun is shining on me
this
afternoon there, Merch.
Man, I will never doubt you ever again.
Yes, you will. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not until next inning. How's that?
Or next pitch. Not as many strikeouts for Gilgenbach today as he had in the first outing. Not as overpowering, not as dominant, but he's still shutting them out.
I'll tell you, Mike, I've never seen a kid pitch so well as he did up in Wyndham. He was just pitch after. He was like a machine on the mound, just pitch after pitch after. That was another one of those that looked like it might have the inside corner, and Anderson ducked, and umpire gave it to the batter that time around. I think Evan Merchant's asking him what was wrong with that.
Here's Bergal, the first baseman. Got on base on a fielder's choice last time up. Nice pitch. Strike one at the knees.
That was the second walk given up by Evan Gilgenbach.
How many Ks did he have in the first game?
15, I believe.
Yeah, he's got 3 today. He didn't walk anybody either in the first game.
No, I don't believe so.
Fouling out of play off to the right-hand side. Oh, and 2 outs. Punch out and gets him out of the inning. Looking for his 3rd K. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. 1 and 2.
There's only 1 out, I think.
There is only 1 out. That's correct. There's a fly out to
right field.
Right field. Oh, did you see him back off? That was one heck of a curve. Pop up to the first baseman. That's 2 down. But do you see the way he stepped back? That curveball completely fooled him.
Yeah, I think after he stepped back, he was lucky to get a bat on the ball. Obviously, why he went to the right side.
Here's Bransford. Struck out his first time up. Ball's outside.
I hear Mr. Churchill over there announcing softball. Does anyone know what the score is in the girls' game? No?
I do not. A screwball.
We might have to do that in the middle of the inning. Find out how the Wolverine ladies are doing. You know what the score is over there?
Two down, top of the 4th. 5-0. Now there's that curveball again. Same effect on Bransford as
well,
did Bergal.
Actually, Anderson, who was on first base with a walk, he actually ducked twice. And I think that Evan Kilkenbach the first time was a little upset with that, and the second time Evan Merchant was.
See, now there's that same pitch right there, and he got it called. And Bransford's questioning it.
I think the ducking threw the umpire off a little bit.
Could be. That was a caught stealing. 1-6.
The Griswold girls are leading 4-0 right now, Mike. So they're also having a good time of it over there in that field, right next door.
There's another pitcher with a legacy on the hill for the Wolverines too. Kaylin Waldron, who pitched a perfect game yesterday, and she's shutting them out through 4 today.
Yeah, it was yesterday, 25-0, I think.
No, I think that was a typo.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a typo. I thought it was 15. 15
but they had 25 before the 5th inning. If you're up by 15 at the 5th inning, but they already scored 25, and I actually talked to Coach Bob Aramoni last night. And I think he told us it was 26-0. So it was
Oh, they won.
really 25-0.
You know what's really funny about the Wolverine softball team this year is that they were having a hard time fielding a team. They didn't know which way they were going to go. And now they are undefeated and scoring a lot of runs.
Tons of runs.
And beating everybody
18
so far.
18-0, 25-0. Yeah. Oh, well, that's where you should. Okay.
Bottom of the fourth. I mean, it's been a relatively good game. I mean, Anderson, even though he's given up 5 runs, certainly pitching a pretty decent ball game, especially for a freshman. Settled down after the first inning.
Yeah, not much going on since the first inning.
Yeah.
Try to make this exciting, but it's kind of tough. Ryan Ganley, the only senior for the Wolverines. Center fielder.
Zach
actually struck out looking his first time up after the first inning.
So we get a pinch hitter coming up to start up the bottom of the fourth. Batting for Ganley. It's Zach Confer. Bats from the left-hand side. Here we go. Bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Wolverines. First pitch to Confer. Strike on the outside corner.
Zach's 0 for 1. Start the season. Over the first two games.
We saw him in the Lyman game, didn't we?
Yeah, I really so. I don't know if he played against Wyndham.
High and outside, 1-1. The pitch kind of sailed away. Ball's inside and low, bounced away from the catcher. 2-1. D'Amico on deck, and then Nolan Webster to follow. Assuming there are no substitutions. Outside, 3-1.
And I handcuffed him on that, and
he's smiling.
Pulled it foul.
Was it off the bat or off his wrist?
Yeah, I think it was off the bat, but he's probably lucky it wasn't off his wrist or his knuckles.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Anderson into Confer. Fouled off to the third base side, not a play. Over by the batting cage. Game here at Griswold High School today, where it was supposed to be elsewhere.
Tomorrow.
It's
supposed to be tomorrow in Groton, Washington Park. Would have been nice for the kids to
play different.
Would have ended up with a under the lights game. It was a 6:15 start.
It's going to be ball 4. Gets away from the catcher. Confer is going to hustle down to first base.
Almost got a piece of him. That was pretty close.
Here's D'Amico.
D'Amico had that little squibber that the pitcher was able to come up with back in the first inning and threw Gavin out just by a eighth of a step, I think it was.
Yep.
So we have a pinch runner now.
It's Ganley back into the game.
That is Ganley. I was going to say it's a pretty decent lead out there.
I was daring to try to pick them off. Oh, that's a song. Hold on. So Ganley's back in the game. That ball's he got hit. D'Amico, tough kid, didn't even flinch. So here come the Wolverines again, first and second. Nobody out. Nolan Webster. Wolverine first baseman. Nobody out.
Nolan had a double first time up, and then he got picked off at second base by the pitcher. A long shot to left field, actually.
Ball is high. Anderson maybe getting a little weary.
Little arm weary out there.
Yeah. A little bit of his pitchers, getting up high into the strike zone. It was a good pitch, but a bounce at a third. And on through Ganley was being waved home, but he stayed at third, so the bases are loaded.
2 for 2 for Webster today. That's a great game. He had not had a hit before today, so he's making up for that.
Corey Smith.
Great spot for these guys right now. Bases loaded, no outs.
Infield is in. Smith struck out his first time up. Smith, the right fielder. There's a pop-up in the infield. Catcher's going to call it and makes the catch. One down. That's an out that they certainly needed. So now we got Garvin coming up. We had a base hit scored and flew out to the right fielder.
Good spot for Sean here.
Anderson needed that out. Webster on first, D'Amico on second, Ganley on third, one out. Wolverines already up 5-0. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Wheeler infield still on the grass, looking to get the play at home.
That ball's in the dirt. That's going to go all the way to the backstop, and Ganley's going to score.
That's a wild pitch.
That's a wild pitch. Six 0 Wolverines. Everybody's going to move up. D'Amico to third, Webster to second. So second and third, 3 balls, 1 strike. To the leadoff hitter, Sean Garvin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chase the high inside pitch. Full count. Ball's cued off to the right side, right in front of the Wheeler dugout. Count remains 3-2.
Chris Tanucci waiting on deck.
It's ball 4. Or ball, yeah. That's
Was it not?
Okay. I apologize. I have no idea what the count is. I thought it was 3-2. There's a base hit up the middle. One run's going to score. Webster's going to hold at third. 7-0 Wolverines. It's Garvin's second hit of the game.
Nice solid base hit. Brings up the shortstop, Chris Tanucci. He's 2 for 2 this afternoon.
So you
scored 2 runs.
Do you send Garvin here?
Oh, sure.
Got a big lead.
Oh, boy.
Webster was halfway down the line himself. It was a big lead.
Not sure what this was, but it didn't work.
Another key out for the Lions. That may have been
I think it's supposed to be a squeeze play or something. And either Tanucci didn't get the signal or thought that it was a completely unhittable ball or untouchable, but you still got to get your bat on it somehow. You got to protect that guy coming down the third baseline, full steam ahead.
So Garvin did get down to second. Tanucci up on the count 2-0. Now there are 2 outs for the Wolverines. And there's a shot to the second baseman. Bobbled, got away. He's going to try to make the play and still makes the play. Great play by the second baseman from Wheeler.
Yeah, really good recovery there. Didn't think he was going to get him, but he did.
Score at 4-3. Wolverines pick up a couple. They lead 7-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Kind of wonder if we're going to see some changes right now for the Wolverines. So now we got like 1.5 games under our belt. Do you feel a little more comfortable, even though because we missed a year? Is this our 6th season together?
It might be. I'm not sure if it was 4 or 5.
20.
Of course, it all went out the window when we lost a year. So you don't have to start counting over again, though, right?
No, I think we add that year.
Yeah, because we were ready.
We were ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. So let's just add it in. Matter of fact, because of the frustration, let's add 2. What do you think? What do you think? So we were so upset about not playing last year. I think we get credit for 2 years.
I think so.
Yep. Okay. We're in our 10th year, I believe.
Gilgan, their 10th year. Gilgenbach back on the hill has yet to surrender a run this season.
Yeah, got a pretty good ERA, huh?
Uh-huh. Speaking of baseball teams, the Red Sox.
Well, they went in that long. I'm not a Red Sox fan or follower, but they went on that. They started off really slow. Then they
lost the first 3.
Yeah, and then they won 6 in a row or something like that. Now they
8.
Yeah, 8 in a row.
Yeah, they're what?
And then
10
they
or 11
lost a couple.
now, yeah.
They won yesterday on Patriots Day.
Yep. Because it was funny because the very first game, I looked at the lineup and I went, "Wow, this is a great AAA game." We get the best Major League AAA squad in baseball.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So when you got Chaim Bloom with the Red Sox now, of course, from the Tampa, they got him from they brought him up from Tampa Bay.
I can't even comment because I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I can tell you as much as you want to know about the Cardinals, who won last night 12-5 with 5 home runs, including a grand slam. But I don't know anything about the Red Sox.
I can tell you one thing I can do. Ooh, there's a fly ball in the left field. That's going to drop for a base hit for Bransford, who leading off here in the top of the fifth.
That's the second base hit off of Gilgenbach, I believe.
Yeah, the other one was the pitcher,
Right.
Braden Anderson.
Yep.
Both a couple of singles. Brings up John Anderson, the left fielder.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a relation here or not between he and the pitcher, Braden, but
Are they both freshmen?
how many
Probably
Andersons? How many Andersons do you have in Stonington? You know.
Here's a pop-up. That's coming right at us. Oh!
Just a little bit further.
Why did you not catch that?
I know.
I wanted a souvenir. It's still not like that play where it came right over the fence and you stuck your hand out and boom. There it was.
I remember the London kid said, Sports Center, Sports Center.
I would have made it if somebody would have videoed it. I stopped by Merchant.
Yeah, it really would have, huh?
That would have.
That was just the coolest thing. It was like almost not unconscious.
We didn't think. You didn't have to think. I think those are the things
and it just hit and stuck like it was Velcro.
Saved my face. It's a bouncer to third. We're going to go to the fourth, and it's going to go into right field. Throwing error on Mitchell. So Branford's going to huck it down to third. And Anderson gets on a fielder's choice. And he will remain at first. So first and third, this is the first.
Yeah, really
First threat by
with no outs, no less.
Yeah. Merchant throwing out some signs. Either that or he was landing a plane. One of the two. It's a shot to right field, right at the right fielder. And they were going to try. They tried to double up the runner at first, but again, that got thrown away. And Wheeler is on the board. Bransford comes in to score.
There's two back-to-back errors, like Griswold.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Kennedy. So still an unearned run. So no earned runs given up by Evan Gilgenbach this year.
Yeah, first to Mitchell's a tailor-made force play at second. And he threw it out to right field, and then Corey Smith just threw it over the first baseman's head, trying to double up the runner on first.
First pitch to Kennedy is fouled off to the right-hand side.
Dean Kennedy's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking way back in the third inning.
Only 3 Ks so far for Gilgenbach. It's a pop-up that's going to make it to right field as well.
I'm not sure where he's
throwing it, but they got the out.
It looked like a shortstop out there picking that ball up.
You know, there's only been one Anderson, the pitcher. He's the only one that's actually pulled the ball today. There's been a bunch of putouts on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Corey Smith as a right fielder. Sometimes you sit out there, you stand out there, just waiting all game for something. Not today. He's been
very
involved
busy
in a lot of stuff. Back to the top of the order, Mike.
Kessler. 2 down. Anderson makes his way to second, so you got 2 outs, runner on second, 7-1 Wolverines. Top of the 5th. A little high, 2-0. Does Gilgenbach come out for the 6th?
I don't know if that was a little high or Kessler's a little short. I couldn't figure that out. Something happened to Evan's glove, I think. Sounds like Mr. Churchill's on stage over there across the way.
Yeah.
Announcing the girls' softball game.
I get to see him Thursday morning, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in?
He's coming in to record a commercial for the Jazz Fest.
Oh, that's great. That's coming up in June, right?
Mm-hmm. Over at Urechko's. Sweeping curve. Kessler went, what?
That was another one where it looked like Braden Anderson a couple times. I think his last time up when he ducked in the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of these kids have seen a curve or breaking ball that breaks as much as Evan Gilgenbach can make them break.
Fouled. Another curve. 2-2. He has struck Kessler out once today.
Yep.
That was in the top of the 1st.
Yeah. Gilgenbach's very deliberate out there on the mound. He's very deliberate, takes his time, doesn't get rattled. Steps off. Maybe something with the sign.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gilgenbach gets his 4th strikeout to end the 5th.
Wheeler picks up a run, however. Still a little ways away from Griswold at 7-1, but kind of a moral victory right there. They get a run scored. A couple errors helped them out with it. Like really helped them out with it.
Well, Wheeler's a very young team. They're facing the ace of the Wolverines staff.
Yep.
So just looking at that on paper, you knew that was going to be a tough day for Wheeler, just because of the age of the kids. They're just young kids, and I think it really factors in now more so than ever because of the lost year. And I know we go back to that, over and over again, but it plays a part. I think it plays a big part.
Yeah, and I think these kids will get back to where they should be. But, they haven't played organized ball for a bunch of them haven't. Several did last summer, but not everyone did. And, you just got to get back in the groove. You gotta get timing. Timing in baseball is just, so important. And, not only time. It's not only timing at the plate. It's timing with regard to ground balls and double play balls when you're on defense and all kinds of stuff. So all these kids, you just like when you're in Little League, you look at them now and you look at them 5 or 6 games from now, and guess what? They're all going to be better.
So here's a little piece of news that just came over on the news wire. Derek Chauvin, guilty on all counts.
Well, I was just informed that just last inning that the verdict was in, but they had not announced the verdict. Didn't take a long time, did it, Mike?
No. Guilty on all counts. New pitcher for the Wheeler Lions. Lucas Jones comes off of second base. As far as any other changes, 12-0, by the way. The Lady Wolverines are winning. As we were just informed by Van the Cam Man. I was wondering about that whole Chauvin trial. I was wondering if it was the possibility of it becoming a mistrial.
Of course, now you wonder what the public reaction will be, and
the fallout will be. Minnesota's been a very tough place to be for the residents, and they've gone through a lot.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wolverines up 7-1. Gilgenbach to lead off against the new pitcher for Wheeler. It's strike one.
Evans 2 for 2 on the day.
And then bounce to the first. 2 hops. Burgle takes it unassisted. Brings up Evan Merchant, the catcher. What's on his stats for the day, Mr. Merch?
Is 1 for 2, a long double back in the first, drive in a run, and then
couple of ribbies.
I think just one that time, and then
I'm giving him 2.
Pop up to the third baseman in foul territory.
You get an RBI. You get an RBI.
There you go.
Everybody gets an RBI.
It's the Oprah effect.
Ball 1 from Jones. It's going to hit him. Plunked him right in the back. Boy, the grandfather came out of you and real quick, didn't it?
I would have said that about anybody, but I thought it got him right in the shoulder blade.
Yeah. He looks like he's all right. Look at him. He's over there going. He's walking it off a little bit. It's got a sting. I don't care what anybody says. Those balls, they hurt.
Yeah.
When they hit you, they hurt.
Hitting the right spot, boy, and they really hurt.
You bet.
Or the wrong spot, maybe.
So Merchant on first. Colin Mitchell. Coming up next. Evan stretching a little bit. Gives the high sign, says, I'm good.
Mitchell is 0 for 1, had a strikeout looking back in the first inning, and then had a sac fly RBI back in the third.
Merchant got a pretty big lead over on first. And they're going to try to pick him off. And he gets back safely. He's going, and that ball was very high, and Merchant's going to be in there safely. It was a great stretch by the catcher, because that could have landed Merchant on third. That's going to be in the dirt. And well, Merchant's going to get to third anyway, as the ball gets all the way back to the backstop. Wasn't much Bransford could do all about that one. So a duck on the pond.
Ducks on the pond. I haven't heard that one for a little while.
Yeah, see? Yeah. A little flashy. They are certainly, shortstop is certainly playing. There's a big hole.
Shading that middle a little bit. He's coming in.
There we go.
I think he's more worried about there'll be an errant throw back from the catcher to the pitcher.
2-2, and that ball's going to go back, and Merchant's going to come home and score on another pass ball. 8-1. So a stolen base and 2 pass balls manufactures the 8th run for the Wolverines.
That's Evan's second run of the day, and Chris Tanucci has also scored twice today.
The ball's way outside, and
Yeah,
Jones is having a hard time finding the strike zone.
yeah, and the catcher's having a worse time trying to catch Jones.
Yeah. Looks like Braden Anderson is on the pitcher is now on second. So it looks like it was just a pitcher second base swap. Mitchell draws the base on balls. So still only 1 out in Ganley. Ganley didn't bat last time. Kahn forgot the at bat. Walked, and then Ganley ran for him. Squares to bunt. Called strike. D'Amico on deck.
Strikeouts. Kalen Waldron, perfect game.
Kalen Waldron, another perfect game. 16 Ks.
Nothing final.
Nice pickoff try there by the catcher.
Did you get that, Mike? 13-0 final.
Yep.
Tell you what, DeAndre Bransford is really earning his money's worth behind the plate right about now. He's been more in the dirt in the last 3 batters than he has the whole 4 innings before this. Say that trial by fire or something like that.
The ball got away from the first baseman, but no advance.
He get hit. Yeah.
So Ganley gets on. He got hit.
Yeah.
So got first and second, 1 out. And that ball's going to be way outside.
That was a nice stop again by Bransford.
He's overthrowing, I think. He's certainly holding the ball too long.
Really hard to make this game exciting, Mike, for some reason. Just
Now, can they, at this level, and I don't know, if you could tell me maybe, can they put Anderson back in?
I don't know if you can use a reentry rule in a pitcher. No.
No. So a couple of hit batsmen by the new pitcher, a couple of pass balls.
Well,
there've been more than that.
In between the 2 hit by pitch.
Yeah.
So you have a little trouble finding that plate, and Bransford's having all kinds of trouble keeping the ball in front of him.
Here's D'Amico.
To no fault of his
own.
own.
No. Bransford is all over the place.
Yeah, and Gavin D'Amico was hit by a pitch Well, and he almost was again last inning, but it was by Anderson, not so he's getting thrown to the wolves here, going from hit by pitch by Anderson to the pitcher who's already hit 2 guys and walked one.
That was right down the pike. Take it for a strike.
I bet he wish he had that one back.
Swinging a miss, strike 2. Looks like AJ Hamill has been warming up for the Wolverines. I don't know if he's coming in.
It might be. I mean, I think Coach Jameson tabs AJ as his reliever. So I think AJ comes in for a couple innings here and hopefully closes it out.
Ball's way outside, 3-2. Jones having a hard time finding the plate. Ball 4 in the dirt. Loads him up.
That's a tough inning here.
Bases loaded for Webster.
Yeah, Nolan's 2 for 2. Long double and a single last time up.
That ball is high. Is Jones a freshman? Could have those freshman nerves too.
No, actually, he's a senior.
Oh.
He's the only senior starting the lineup.
Swing and
I
miss.
take that back.
Two.
Dean Kennedy, the third baseman, is also a senior, right?
1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Looks like Jones has found the strike zone right when he needed to.
Let's hope.
Ball's in the dirt, 2-2, evens it up. Well, those clouds seem to have kind of gone away. They're still out there,
I
but
think we're in the clear, Mike.
oh yeah,
I don't think we're getting much till tomorrow.
swing and a miss, strike 3. It's 2 outs. A pinch hitter?
Nope. Isn't it Corey still? Corey Smith?
Oh, yeah. Bases loaded for Smith. Big opportunity. And there's a long drive into right field. It's way back.
It's gone.
Yep.
Was it fair? What happened? Why are they stopping everybody?
What is going on here?
Did he call it foul? I lost it.
I thought that ball was fair. From our vantage point, let's go to the instant replay. Oh, we don't have it. That is a long strike. That one ended up in the Sorrells Fryolator.
Hey, you can fry Twinkies, you can fry baseballs.
Yeah, why not? That is a long. That's the longest ball we've seen all year.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. It's high, 1-1. He's some power in that swing. I don't think I was expecting that.
You got that low center of gravity. That's what it is, you know?
Ball outside, 2-1.
You got strong legs.
Yeah, good point. That ball is high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jones very much in danger of walking in a run.
He was very much in danger of having a grand slam hit against him, too.
That ball is low, and that's the 3rd based on balls this inning. 2 runs in this inning for the Wolverines. They now lead 9-1. Bases are still loaded for Garvin. Swing and a miss. Garvin was stranded at second last time up in the 4th. That ball's in the dirt, 1-1. Ganley kind of dancing down third baseline just a little bit. Ganley on third, D'Amico on second, Corey Smith on first. Swinging him at strike 2, chasing a pitch outside. Jones trying to get out of this inning without any further damage.
Garvin's got 2 hits today, too. He's 2 for 3.
The ball is low, but got away from the catcher just a little bit, but was able to keep it close enough, so no advance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Bases are juiced. Ball is high, 3-2.
Jones has done this a couple of times where he comes back, looks like he's gonna, back in the swing, getting some strikes. He brings it up to 1-2, 2-2, and then he throws a couple balls.
Swing on him at strike 3. Jones gets out of it with a couple of Ks. Garvin leaves him loaded. Going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th, excuse me. 9-1 Wolverines. Obviously, the Lady Wolverines are on point already this year. They just picked up a win. Another 2 perfect games in a row for Kaylin Waldron.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and you brought it up before, Mike, because early on in the season, talking to Coach Aramoni, and he was worried about fielding a team. He had 10 kids, and I think there were a couple coming back at some point, and maybe they were already back, but I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was ended up being an injury thing or what it was, but tell you what, I guess when you get one of those Waldron girls on the mound, a lot of your concerns go away.
Yeah,
because between Kaylin and Maya, they've had some pretty good days on the pitcher's mound for Griswold High School.
So just as we thought, in the top of the 6th inning, A.J. Hamill is in relief of Evan Gilgenbach. Again, no the line on Gilgenbach, 5 innings, no earned runs. The one run that they did get off of him was from a couple of throwing errors.
I believe he only had Wheeler only had 2 hits against him, I think.
Yeah, you're I
right?
believe you're correct. Yeah. The 2, let's see, was Braden Anderson and
Bransford, I believe.
And,
the pitcher and the catcher. Back
yeah.
in the 5th.
Yeah, so they got 1 hit in the 2nd and 1 in the 5th, and that was it.
And the run was a result basically of a couple of throwing errors by the Wolverines in that 1 inning, almost back to back.
So Gilgenbach a little being really cheap with the runs, not giving them up.
I can't see. Did Gilgenbach, he came out of the game, right?
I believe so, yeah. Ball 1. So Lucas Jones, 0 for 2. Flied out twice, once to the catcher. the Merch, and wants to center field. Ball skips to the back, 2-0. There's a bouncer foul. Two balls, one strike. Curveball from Hamill. Nice pitch.
And Coach feels that AJ is his number one reliever. Can hit 80 miles an hour on the gun.
Bouncer short. Good throw over to first. In time.
Nice play by Tanucci out there. I thought that he might not have charged it as much as he should have, but he made it up with that throw. It's a real strong throw. And right on the nose, right on money.
One down. Here's Pierce.
Matt Pierce, center fielder, is flat out twice to right field, and we talked about this with Evan Gilgenbach. He not too many, lot of balls not getting around and hitting to the right side.
Swing and a miss. So you say AJ can hit 80 on the gun?
Yeah, that's what Coach said. He's got some little notes here for us, and he said kind of the strong reliever of the group and can get up to 80 miles an hour.
But when you're throwing that curve and come back with a fastball, because that curveball is pretty rough.
Yeah, or vice versa. Throw a couple of high hard ones and then throw that, and
Oh, watch the knees buckle.
Screw yourself into the ground there. Be at the plate.
There's a fastball. Two, 1 out, nobody on for the Wheeler Lions. Wheeler trailing Grizzled 9-1. There's that curve again. Yeah. Just hung up a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Broke a little too late. 3-2, full count. Hamill pitching from the stretch. That was an oops right there.
Yep. What did they say? That was an excuse me foul.
Check swing foul ball.
It's usually an excuse me base hit, maybe, right?
Yes.
Not this time.
There's a base hit into
nice stop by D'Amico up there, but
I thought that was going to sink, but so Pierce gets his first base hit. That's only the third hit for the Lions.
Yeah. Gavin got a good jump on that too. I thought he might make a miraculous play on it, but he did well to keep it in front of him and not let it get by for extra bases.
Here's Braden Anderson. Started off pitching and then went to second base in a swap between him and Lucas Jones.
See, he was going to duck again. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He was actually 1 for 1 on that day. Had that first hit off Gilgenbach, a single back in the second, and then walked in the fourth. So if anybody's had a good day against Evan, it's him. There's another
Got
shot.
a rope. That's going to be over D'Amico's head. Pierce, he's chugging around third. He's coming home. And the play at the plate, he's safe just under the tag.
Wow. Nice play. Nice throw. Nice tag. Nice throw. Nice tag. But under the tag. It was a long double by
Braden Anderson
Anderson.
gets the RBI. 9-2. Sean Bergal up to the plate now. Is inside.
Anderson having a good day at the plate. 2 for 2 plus a walk.
Yep. There's a strike. Going with the fastball. 1-1. Kind of backing away there a little bit. That curve, even though it ended up outside 2-1. Strike 2, swing and miss. Two and two, one down. Lions with a run in so far here in the sixth. Full count. There's the pitch. Right down the middle. Got him. Got him looking for the second out of the inning.
That was a big pitch by A.J. Hamill. He didn't want to lose that batter. Put 2 on with only 1 out. So
here's Bransford, who has had quite the workout today behind the plate. Big sweeping curve. Didn't get the call. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. Hamill looking to get out of this inning. In the dirt, nice scoop by Evan Merchant.
that's funny, Mike. When I was a kid, my brother used to call me Scoop.
Oh, really?
Scoop up everything. Yeah.
Well, you were a catcher too, weren't you?
I was catcher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grounded to Mitchell. Going over to first. Gets him 5-3 to end the inning. Well, a run scores. 1 run. But Hamill gets out of it. So now it looks like they're going to go ahead and make some changes. So we hear some things from Coach. Don't know who's going where yet, but we will see. We're going to go into the bottom of the sixth, 9-2. Wolverines with a healthy lead, unlike the game we saw them play against Lyman, which was a very tough game for them. But it could have been a learning experience as well.
Yeah, they'll have the ups and downs, and just the game of baseball,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't know, and sometimes everything's working for you, and other times nothing's working for you.
See,
So.
Kincaid Rubino running some sprints out there in left field. I don't know if he's coming into the game or if he's going to bat for somebody. But this is usually the time where Jameson will make a few wholesale changes. Get some of the younger kids in, or the kids that don't play as much. Tanucci's going to lead off. This is what we have so far. Tanucci, then it's going to be A.J. Hamill, and then Evan Merchant.
I think Gilgenbach's actually coming out to hit for Hamill.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is on the on deck circle.
And I know Merchant wants to get up and get his rips in again. After getting
well, after that one pitch fallout that he had, yeah.
And then he got hit by a pitch, so I think he's probably anxious out there. Chris Tanucci having himself a good afternoon. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored.
Jones back up on the hill for Wheeler.
Conversation going on between the 2 umpires and the first base coach for Griswold. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe just finding out where they're going to eat after the game. I don't know.
I always get hungry after I do a baseball game.
Like you get hungry during the baseball game. Never mind after.
What's your point?
Nothing.
I think I ate a record amount of wings when I went to your house.
Oh, a record amount.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, 40. I don't know. The food just kept coming at your house, for crying out loud.
Well, you don't want anybody to go home hungry.
Yeah, no, you had to roll me out. What are you talking about? It's in the dirt.
Was that the second pitch?
That was the second pitch.
Was it 2-0?
Yeah.
Completely missed the first one.
It's high, 3-0. Unless they're if Jones is going to have another inning like he did last, he's looking into the coach right now whether or not they're going to pull him or not, because he's having a heck of a time finding the play. There's
nobody down there warming up.
There's a walk on 4 pitches, so we got Jones forever until we're done, right?
Could be. Evan Gilgenbach comes back out to bat in place of A.J. Hamill, who placed him on the mound. And Evan has 2 hits on the afternoon, too, 2 for 3.
Big lead from Tanucci. And there is a base hit into right field, just off the glove of the reaching second baseman. And Tanucci's going to make it all the way to third, and Gilgenbach is going to get – he almost got picked off. The only reason why he didn't is because the first baseman dropped the ball.
Yeah, he was a little bit fortunate.
So Tanucci goes from first to third on the base hit by Gilgenbach. Brings up Merchant.
Evan is 1 for 2 with a long, what would have been a triple, I think, if he was on his own in the first inning. And he popped up to third base in foul territory. Then he got hit in the middle of the back last time up.
Yeah, we heard that up here. He got plunked. Bottom of the 6-9-2. Wolverines looking for more. It's a ball high. There he goes, and not really a throw.
That was the decoy play, trying to get the Tanucci to come home and have the second baseman throw him out, but it didn't quite work.
I don't see that ever working.
Yeah, very rarely.
It's off speed pitch. Urchin out in front of it, 1-2.
Fooled them a little bit on that one. I hear wind chimes.
Yeah, that means somebody's at my front door.
Oh, playing with the wind chimes?
Ring doorbell. Oh, we almost got it. All right, so
sorry.
Let's set the record straight.
And it wouldn't have mattered whether it was Evan or anyone. The ball was right at him. I don't know how we got out of the way of that one. To tell you the truth, I thought he was plunked 2 for 2 here the last 2 times.
Merchant pops it up into short left, and the shortstop brings it down. So it's 1 down for Mitchell. Walk, struck out, flew out to center field and scored a run. The ball's outside. Just your reaction.
Are you making fun of me?
No, not at all. Because if it was my kid out there, I'd be doing the same thing.
It wasn't. First of all, it's not my kid.
Well,
and second of all, I would have done that no matter who it was, because the ball was right at the boy. It's just because he's so skinny. I don't know. That's why he didn't get hit.
And turned sideways. And
Jesus, he couldn't even see him. Like a sheet of paper up there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, boy.
Make sure you play this back for Evan so we can hear that.
I'll tell him skip over that part.
Evan, whatever you do, don't watch the bottom of the 6th. 3-1. To the third baseman, Colin Mitchell. That's inside. Oh, and he called a strike on that. 3-2. Full count.
Yeah, you usually don't try to anticipate the umpire's call, because sometimes that doesn't
always work either.
Yeah, it doesn't make them happy either. And that doesn't make them smile.
This pitch, that ball is outside. But Bransford has learned to manage Jones a little bit better. As you see, he took a big sigh right there. He saved another run. I'll tell you, Bransford has probably saved 4 runs.
Yeah, wouldn't doubt that.
So now the bases are loaded for Ganley. Ganley has struck out, walked, and been hit by a pitch. Looks like Cade Rubino is running at first for Colin Mitchell. It's a bouncer to third. Right through the wickets. 1 run's going to score, and they're going to keep it that way. 10-2. And all the runners move up. Tanucci scores. Gavin D'Amico with the bases loaded. Little hungry swing there, Merch.
A little bit. Bases loaded, your eyes get pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Oh, mine always did. A high fly ball into right center field. I think that's going to be trouble, but they make the catch. 1 run is going to score.
Nice sac fly for Gavin D'Amico with an RBI.
It brings Gilgenbach in. So 2 more runs in for the Wolverines, make it 11-2. And here's Webster. Kate Rubino made it all the way to third. Ganley's going to make it into second. No contest, no throw. Pickoff play over to Kate Rubino, makes it back.
Webster's had a good day, 2 for 3. Double and a single. Double was a towering shot over the left fielder's head early on.
There's a pop-up in the infield. Shortstop's calling for it, makes the play to stop the bleeding and end the inning. We've played 6 here at Griswold High School.
Seems like 14.
Yeah. 11-2. Griswold over Wheeler. Top of the 7th coming up. Do want to thank all of our supporters. Support our broadcasts. Jewett City Savings Bank. With their 17 offices now.
Wise guy.
6?
7?
7? Latest one being Putnam.
That's right.
Dish Auto Sales, Route 32 in Franklin. Griswold Pride. Geez, I feel so bad. We have not mentioned is Griswold Dental Associates on Slater Avenue. Dr. K will make you smile if he finds out I forgot to mention him. He won't be smiling.
Not you.
No. But certainly it's just one of those places that even for a dentist's office to walk in, they're very happy, but they're not overly happy to the point, you know what I mean? Where they're kind of freaking you out a little bit.
Where they just keep running and getting the drill.
Exactly. It's like,
I want him. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll get him. They don't do that, right?
No.
That's good. That's
good. They're just very normal. No, have you not been to a dentist's office
that was abnormal?
They're abnormally happy because you know that you're going to be in pain for 4 days after what happens. But I will say that Dr. K, Dr. Norman Katzoff, has done some wonderful work with just our family alone. So that's a testimonial. There's 3 of us in our house alone that he has literally helped. One, Merch, get this, had a tooth that was growing sideways in his gum.
Ooh.
Yeah. They literally had to redirect the tooth through oral surgery. Dr. K, along with some associates, have come up, as well as an oral surgeon, has come up with a dental care plan that has been amazing, and the kid has not really had any problems, except for a wire being, coming out from his braces, but that's pretty normal for kids with first-time braces. So check out Grizzled Dental Associates. If you need any kind of dental work, check out Dr. K and their team, 860-376-2624. The team over there, they will make you smile. A.J. Hamill on the hill for the 7th inning. Wolverines up by 9. We have a pinch hitter for the Lions. Number 45.
Who is Spencer Reichart? Spencer Reichart. He's a backup first baseman from what I heard from Coach.
Swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tall kid. Looks like he's got some power if you can grab one. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Reichert was batting for Anderson.
That's the 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Wheeler.
One down. Another pinch hitter, number 13, batting for Wyatt Elliott.
That would be Liam Warren.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Wheeler coach trying to get some of his subs to
Sure.
get a little experience here.
Think Hamill comes with a heater here?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's going on?
Here's the heater. Low, 1 and 2. Looks like we're going to get another
Pinch hitter on deck.
number 34.
Shane Rogers.
Okay. Nice to see the new kids get into the game. Curveball, just high.
That was a real changeup right there.
Didn't get the hook. Three and 2 on the inside. Just made him back out a little bit. There's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Nice comeback there. So AJ pitched some last summer, and if he had one difficulty, it was control. He has to stay around the plate and not start aiming the ball.
Here's a pinch hitter for Kennedy. Swing and a miss.
Again, Shane Rogers, who I understand is typically an outfielder when he's in the game. AJ could close it out right here.
Ball, strike 2.
Nice pitch inside corner.
Yeah. 0 and 2. I think he's swinging away. Third base coach is looking the other way, so I'm thinking he's got the green light.
I would kind of think so. Yeah, maybe.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offer from Hamill. Called strike 3. That's going to do it. Hamill strikes out the side to end the ball game. Evan Gilgenbach gets his 2nd win of the season, going 5 innings. The loss goes to Braden Anderson. Wolverines are now 2 and 1 on the season. That's going to do it.
I mean, it was a good score. It's 11-2. Not the greatest game that you want to sit and watch. It got a little bit slow there after probably 7-1 maybe. But hey, I'm sure these Wolverines will take every W they can get.
Well, it was kind of like basketball. Basketball at the beginning of the season was really horrific to watch. I mean, as far as the quality of play, and I'm not knocking on the kids because they really didn't have any time to even prepare for the season.
Yeah, well, in basketball, would they have a 6
week?
or 7 days of practice?
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and these guys have.
But even if you ask the kids, they'll tell you the first game against Killingly was like a pickup game
early
outside.
On, I think even Plainfield, when they played Plainfield, and again, playing against older kids who have played together for a couple of years, and last year, of course, in basketball. They may play together, but not at the varsity level. That's for sure. Yeah. It's a whole different thing walking on the court to play a varsity game versus walking on the court to play a freshman game.
Yeah, I think we'll see more quality baseball. As we move on with the season. You got the schedule, Merch?
I do.
What's up next?
Okay, what we got next is. Griswold will be playing Saturday doubleheader. I believe we will be broadcasting 10 o'clock. Let me just see here, 10 o'clock and 12:30, both right here in Griswold.
Mm-hmm.
Putnam Clippers.
Griswold and Putnam, a twofer on Saturday.
Right.
Are you in one of those?
I'm first one.
Okay.
First one.
When you see them all alone, you may stay for the second. No.
And Wheeler, unfortunately for them, they have to go and play Killingly.
Oh,
at Killingly, Owen Bell, and tell you what, they're not anything. They're the Killingly team still, right?
Yeah.
That Killingly team has a very good team. Ben DeZone is a coach up there. They got some great pitching. They're just a good overall team. And
Ben DeZone was a great player himself.
Oh yeah, Benzel. Yeah, he was a basketball player, baseball player. Yep. He actually is the assistant coach on their basketball for the boys basketball team. Yep. I know his family and his dad very well, and Luke DeZonia was his brother, who was all-state quarterback. I think when they won the state championship, I believe. Yep. But yeah, Killing is a good team, and I'm kind of glad that the Wolverines aren't going to see them on Saturday.
So make yourself some wings. Bring some to us. No. Saturday, doubleheader right here, Griswold against Putnam. We'll have both games for you right here on SNSN's YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook page. So for Van the Cam Man, running the picture show for you, the Merch, I'm Mike Minarski. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the SNSN Morning Show with the one and only Paul Lash. So have a good day, everyone. Final score, Griswold. They win their second of the year, 11-2, defeating the Wheeler Lions.